Yeah.
Did you not find that a bit awkward when you have to do them scenarios and they're sitting you both next to each other?
Yeah, it's a little bit awkward,
Why?
to be honest. I don't know, it's just a little bit awkward.
I don't care what happened before. I just new fight, a new challenge.
Let me ask you this. When you are not on camera, do you shake hands and smile and...
And Beterbiev has forced the beast out of Dmitry Bivol, and the former world champion has promised to not just ruin Artur Beterbie's stainless boxing record, but also end him completely when asked about his predicted age of retirement. Beterbiev gladly said he's ready to go as far as his body can take him, meaning he's not set for retirement anytime soon, even as he approaches his 40s.
In this fight, in comparison to the first fight?
I think it will be more actions, more active.
However, Dmitry Bivol is ready to ensure that dream dies this Saturday as he's set to do ultimate damage to his countrymen. He's improved his training sessions and watched the last fight over and over again. He understands exactly what he needs to do in the championship rounds, that rather than reduce the tempo, he should instead step up his game and increase his speed and footwork. He understands his punches need to be harder, and he needs to be more careful with Beterbiev's punches to avoid injuries that may ruin his rhythm.
Do you believe you have it in your power to force a stoppage in this fight? Obviously, Artur Beterbiev, when he decided to trade with you, a lot of people said you got the better of him in them exchange.
Should he get all of these right, Dmitry Bivol will undoubtedly give Artur Beterbiev an early send-off from boxing. Dmitry Bivol is looking to shut the lid on the emotions which had built up after he lost to Artur Beterbiev. In October, the two best light heavyweights in the world fought out a high-class encounter for the undisputed title, which went in Beterbiev's favor. By split decision this Saturday night, the two men will duke it out once again for the same title at the same Kingdom Arena in Riyadh.
Do you think we're going to see that it's going to be more of a war this time out?
Yeah, why not? Maybe you will see it. Depends on the situation.
Bivol's self-belief is evident, and the former WBA champion clearly believes he can beat his biggest rival. But in a recent interview with Boxing News, the 34-year-old had revealed his first career defeat had been sitting in his head. Today, a news source caught up with Bivol and asked if he has used those emotions as motivation for rematch.
Do you believe you won that fight?
I didn't watch this fight in that case that I was counting the punches or rounds.
Motivation when you did something and you know how to do it right, but you did wrong and you want another chance to fix it. This is my motivation. I want to fix it because I know how to do it, and I want to get another chance to become undisputed. I have different emotions. I just want to win this fight. I just want to close the subject. I want to get my belt and fix what I did before. Should Bivol triumph on Saturday, there is every possibility that we may see a trilogy about before the end of 2025. And while Bivol described want to close the subject, it may not necessarily mean closing the chapter on Beterbiev and their battle to be the world's number 175 fighter.
Don't care. I don't want to even counting,
But why?
Okay, why? Okay, I will find that I won more rounds, like 7-5.
The first fight which Beterbiev won via majority decision in October was razor close more. So then the scorecard suggested Indy Sports scored that about a draw, yet Beterbiev's hand was raised as he stayed unbeaten, handed Bivol a first professional loss, and took his fellow half-Russian's world title. The result made Beterbiev, previously unified champion, undisputed at light heavyweight. And now he defends all the gold in a rematch. It is easy to imagine this fight being very similar to the first in October. It felt like Bivol could not have done more. His defensive work was brilliant as he became the first man to avoid a knockout loss to Bev, and he fought daringly in phases, putting Beterbiev under pressure as often as possible.
This and that, and I will be relaxed. I don't want to be relaxed to find somebody else's mistake in this fight. No, it was only my mistake.
Issue is Beterbiev can do more next time. Even after he won the first meeting, Beterbiev came on strong in the second half of the fight. So if he can get going earlier in the rematch, he may well secure victory again. Bivol, meanwhile, needs some judges who value his defense. It felt unfair that none of the three in October gave him the win. BBV had been down once during a fight with Callum Johnson, but soon turned the tide and won by knockout. In fact, every single one of his fights had ended with a knockout victory. Until he met Bivol. While Bivol doesn't have the same concussive power, he had beaten all comers mostly on points, including most famously Sal Canelo Alvarez, which is why both men were considered the very best in their division.
In fact, you are one of a few.
Some of them, they have, I don't know what they have in their mindset, but this thoughts helps me.
It was Beterbiev who won the first fight on points, rallying to impose himself after a slow start that saw Bivol have plenty of success. Now the pair do it all again on February 22nd out in Saudi Arabia for all four of the major world titles. And on a hugely stacked card, they'll also see Daniel Dubois defend his IBF World Heavyweight strap against Joseph Parker, among many other great contests. In a recent interview with TNT Sports, Usyk was asked to predict the outcome of the fight and found it too hard to call 5-0-5-0 after the first clash being so close. Many agree with Usyk that this one is another evenly matched battle. Callum Smith is a Brit who has faced and lost to both men. Bivol on points as an amateur and beat her BF by stoppage, but leans narrowly towards Bivol as a younger man. Know him every time I speak to you.
Every time I speak to you, you've always talked about your legacy in boxing. Forget money, everything. You've been like, I'm creating history.
You've always talked about your legacy in boxing. Forget money, everything. You've been like, I'm creating history. This last step is completed. The most interesting is yet to come, stated Artur Beterbiev in an Instagram post before he defended his unified heavyweight title against Callum Smith last year. Since that out in Canada, the Covier native's journey has indeed been interesting. He became the first undisputed light heavyweight champion in the modern era and will on February 22nd headline one of the biggest boxing events of the year to defend his title against Dmitry Bivol. However, Shakur Stevenson is backing Dmitry Bivol to claim victory when he faces UR. Beterbiev, for a second time in Saudi Arabia at Riyadh, seasons a last crescendo. The outstanding light heavyweight pair will do it all again on February 22nd live on Dean, as they look to build on last year's epic encounter.
And final one, this rematch, main event, Beterbiev Bivol, repeat or revenge?
Revenge. I think all he had to do was just finish a little bit stronger.
At the Kingdom Arena, I'm final one. This rematch main event better be a Bivol repeat or revenge. I think all he had to do was just finish a little bit stronger than Bivol made. An excellent start, but his lead was chopped away as the marauding Beterbiev came on strong in the second half to become undisputed champion, despite the latter claiming victory. The result split opinion, and many within the boxing industry, including Stevenson, believe the former had done enough to win. Both men are ready to go once more now, and the American who faces Floyd Scofield on the bill is the latest high-profile figure to have his say on the contest. I thought Bivol won, and I think he may win again, said Stevenson when speaking to Sakans out. Honestly, he needs to stop letting his foot off the gas. I think in the last two rounds, he let his foot off the gas. I think if he stays focused throughout the fight, he wins them. He did really good in the fight. But the last 2 to 3 rounds, he kind of let his foot off the gas. And I think he know that Shaq, listen, I appreciate your time. Enjoy rest. Artur BBV versus Dmitry Bivol 2 is one of the best fight cards of 2025. Several superstar names will compete at the Kingdom Arena in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia on February 22nd. Apart from the two headliners, Beterbiev and Ball, Daniel Dubois, Joseph Parker, Shakur Stevenson, Giles Jen, and others are on the card. Stevenson, however, has claimed that he is the main attraction of the event. The World Boxing Council lightweight champion will take on fellow undefeated pugilist Floyd Shaffield. Stevenson is brimming with confidence ahead of the contest. Speaking on the Ground series on DAZN, Stevenson said, "No disrespect to them guys, but I'm the best fighter on the card. I'm what everyone wants to see on that card." A lot of people said they're not going to wake up at a certain time to watch the fight and all that stuff. But everybody's going to be watching that stuff. The final comment he made in the interview was he left you a message in the interview, and he said, "Shakur Stevenson, I'm going to break something this weekend." Yeah, they told me they was going to break my everybody is going to want to see Shakur. A lot of people act like Shakur is a must-see TV, but I must see TV. I'm the best fighter in boxing. Everyone wants to see me. Everybody wants to watch me. They're going to keep paying attention. He added, "It's been a rocky couple of months. It just seems that a lot of people are counting me out. They talk bad about me. They act like I'm not this person that I've been my whole life. So damn them mentally, it starts to bother me. But then you start to realize that the only thing that really matters is the people that care. About you, Floyd Schofield is a credible opponent. With a professional record of 1,800, Schofield has 12 knockout wins under his belt. Stevenson, though, isn't sweating over the quality of his opponent and is confident of what he brings to the table rib. So come break my rib, sir, yeah. He said he's a young lion who is hungry and undefeated. Truthfully, I guess you can say there's more to it. This is going to be the best version of me. I think I'm going to whoop some ass this year. Starting with Kid Austin. Hopefully everything will go right, so all of my dreams come true, while Bivol has described a match as a final step and is hell-bent on taking revenge. Beterbiev will also do everything to keep the title intact. It will truly be a battle for ages that will echo through the annals of boxing history. Everyone in the combat world has picked their favorite to take home the undisputed tag, and looks like Cha's very own UFC middleweight Kamaru Usman has also made his pick. That's just his opinion. So in terms of yourself this weekend, you seem as if you're really in the zone. I've spoke to you in a lot of your fight weeks on Sunday. The Boris took to his Instagram to show his support for his CHCH and brother. He reshared the 21-0 boxers post he made after winning the undisputed light heavyweight title. The post featured Beterbiev lifting the specially made undisputed belt while being lifted in the air by his team after his historic title victory in October last year. While Kamaru Usman might not have added any words to the post, the strength of Marticon spoke volumes about what he expects from his friend. The Ultimate Fighting Championship middleweight has complete belief in his friend's capability to retain the undisputed title against someone as skilled as Dmitry Bivol. You said he was lucky, Dmitry, to not get knocked out. Can you just elaborate on? I said, maybe he's luck. Maybe he's luck. Okay. Yeah. Furthermore, this is not the first time that the UFC middleweight has shown his support to the undisputed 175 champion. The duos share a long friendship and have often congratulated each other after their respective victories. Last year, after Chimaev's monumental victory against Robert Whittaker during UFC 308, URBBV took to his Instagram to congratulate Khamzat Chimaev, the undisputed champion, appreciated Boris's dominant performance in the tournament with an extensive and heartfelt post. I sincerely congratulate my dear brother, the renowned UFC fighter Kamaru Chimaev, on his brilliant victory in the co-main event of the UFC 38 mixed martial arts tournament. BBV wrote in the post, I mean, what I can say, like, I spoke to him today. He said that, I asked him about your power. Everyone you've gone in with, we wish Komat new achievements, health, and success in his upcoming fights, onward to new heights. God bless you. Yours last year in January, URBBV established himself in a league of his own by knocking out Callum Smith right after the fight. You may have chipped in to acknowledge the greatness of performance put on by the 40-year-old. She might have posted a story on his Instagram account tagging the fighter with a gold medal emoji, with BBV now ready to enter the biggest fight of his career and would bore unwavering trust in him. It seems like the latter must already have an appreciation message ready to post, with Dmitry Bivol desperate for revenge and URBBV hellbent on protecting his title. The Kingdom Arena might witness its best fight of the year we've seen on the television. And ringside, you have devastating power. I said how it's not true. They like call on my eyes. To be honest with you, I would pick Bivol because Bivol beat Canelo. Ben said when Helwani asked him his preference on who would win the BBV versus Bivol rematch. So basically, when I beat Bol, that would make my case that I'm better than Canelo. My punches to break this wall, I was throwing it to target the target. Because with guys like M trying, he then added, I know Dmitry Bivol really well. I've sparred with him a lot. He's a great fighter, and we've had a lot of great sparring sessions. So I definitely would love to fight Bivol. Perhaps if Benovitz did get a win over Bivol in the future, it would finally entice Canelo enough to face him. In another interview with Jim Lampley, the 28-year-old claimed to fight against Canelo would be easier than one against Bivol. And honest with you, the only thing that the Canelo fight brings to me is money. I know it's not all about money. I want the respect from the fans. I know a fight, the only thing that the Canelo fight brings to me is money. I know a fight with Canelo Alvarez is way easier than Ball, because Ball is the one that beat Canelo Alvarez. Canelo is due to face pound-for-pound star Terence Crawford later this year in a defense of his unified super middleweight titles. Benovitz revealed last week that he would not drop back down to 168 pounds to face Canelo, backing up his claims that the only thing that a fight against the Mexican icon brings him is his money. Now I'm interested in beating Ball. That's what I'm more interested in. I'm interested in going up there, winning all the titles, and in winning the respect from the people. Did you score Beterbiev David Benovitz didn't hold back his opinions on a highly anticipated light heavyweight showdown between Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol, with BBV plagued by injuries from time to time. Benovitz has some sharp words for the reigning champion. BBV is getting older, and he works out hard. He does a lot of weights, so maybe that's what is slowing him down. Benovitz said his chances of beating Bivol are getting slimmer and slimmer, but at the end of the day, I don't want to speak on what those men can and can't do. It's great boxer, and he has punching power. And then I think he's a little bit older. I think his body's breaking down a little bit. He works really hard. I don't you. No, I don't speak in Sean, said the recently crowned WBC interim light heavyweight champion. And first in line for the winner, David Benovitz broke the fight down based on his experience sparring Bivol and being in with former BBV opponent Alexander Zik. In a surprising T, it's Bivol, who has had one stoppage in his last 10 fights. He discusses doing the hurting. They're both extremely talented fighters, two different types of fighters, though. Bivol is a boxer. He moves around a lot, but he's solid. BBV is a freaking train. He just comes at you and takes shots to give shots. When you start to break down more so, I'm leaning a little bit more towards, so what I'm looking at for this fight is Bivol has the power to hurt Beterbiev, because Beterbiev has been hurt by Alexander GLCK. I've sparred both, and Bivol cracks harder than Alexander. It's going to be a really interesting fight. I think if Bivol stays on his feet the whole night, uses his jab, and then when they exchange, he stands his ground, I think he has a really good chance of winning. But also when Beterbiev gets his engine going, that mother freaker's a train. He has, 19 fights, 19 knockouts. It's 50-50, a great fight. What about 40? Okay, he's going to win that fight easy. He might stop it easy. Recently on his podcast, former world champion Sean Porter offered his opinions on the approaching game. Porter showed faith in BBL's ability to beat BBV, predicting that the fight would not finish in the early rounds. As past events have shown, BBV is going to take a lot of punches like he always does. And I don't think he can catch up to Dmitry Bivol, stated Porter. Nope. He can't drag Bivol into a fight. Too damn disciplined, too much lateral movement, too intuitive, good boxer. Believes Ball's boxing skills will shine. He points out that BBV often takes many punches and might struggle to keep up with Ball's movement and discipline. I'm making a bet easy. Don't think easy. I do have him beaten. If you can't land, man, that dude is that as a box, the fight has attracted attention as it pits two of today's great champions against each other. And now the great Mexican champion Julio Cesar Chavez gave his prediction for fight. Chavez assured Ed that BBV will have to go out and knock his rival out during the first 8 rounds of the fight. Otherwise, Bivol has better odds in case the fight goes the distance and everything is decided in the judges' ballots. It's a good fight. It's a tough fight, said Chavez in declarations to ISO. Portal, I believe that if BBV does not win in the first 8 rounds, Bivol will win by decision. The opening rounds will be crucial in setting the tone, said Bradley. Then again, now the jab doesn't come, but then you shoot and then fall short with your offense because the guy steps back out, and then you try to then. He continued, while some might expect Beterbiev to begin slowly after his knee surgery and a layoff of 9 months, he should adopt an aggressive strategy to disrupt Bivol rhythm and create discomfort early on. Bradley added with caution. However, starting quickly comes with risk, as Val is a sharpshooter as a counter puncher. It will be fascinating to see how this unfolds and impacts the fight's dynamics. What are your thoughts on the fight between Dmitry Bivol and Artur Beterbiev? Who do you think will emerge victorious on fight night? Let's know your thoughts in the comments section. And that's all for now. For the very best updates on news, moments, events, and actions in the world of boxing, stay connected with us by subscribing to our YouTube channel. And don't forget to turn on notifications to get notified when we drop quality contents like this. Until next time, peace out.